Last week was quite busy, as you probably know, in the world of artificial intelligence. We started off on Monday with the OpenAI keynote, where they unveiled the GPT-4o model. And if you're interested in that event, I've actually made a video about it last week, where I talked about basically what happened in there. Then on Tuesday was the Google I/O 2024 event, where they unveiled the Gemini 1.5 Pro and Gemma and a bunch of other modules and tools and cool stuff. And the fun doesn't stop there, as this week Microsoft had their keynote where they announced a lot of their AI related new software, hardware, etc. So in this video we're going to be talking about exactly that, and I'll be taking you through all the different announcements that they've made. So the whole event started off with Satya Nadella, who's the CEO of Microsoft, telling us about more or less the future vision of his company. And honestly, I quite like it. Let's have a look.
The pursuit has always been about how to build computers that understand us instead of us having to understand computers. And I feel like we really are close to that real breakthrough. But today, we're going beyond the cloud to the device, removing those fundamental constraints of power and space, reducing latency, ensuring privacy. We believe AI will be distributed. The richest AI experiences will harness the power of the cloud and the edge, working together in concert. We call this new category Copilot PCs.
So he named this new concept of Copilot PC, and that's going to be a recurring theme throughout the conference. We're going to look at silicon, systems, and Windows, which is basically the hardware, the software, and all the AI that ties all these things together. And honestly, there's quite a lot of interesting stuff going on, so bear with me.
Let's turn our attention to the next generation, Copilot PCs. We've reimagined the entirety of the PC from the inside out. We've made a huge leap forward in technical capability to usher in this new category. And even with all this power, these new PCs are unbelievably thin, light, and beautiful. I'm going to show you these in a minute, but let's start first by describing what makes them unique. First, they are the most powerful Windows PCs ever built. Second, they give you access to the most advanced AI available with Microsoft Copilot. And finally, they're going to introduce all new productivity, creativity, and communication capabilities that I think of literally as superpowers.
So basically, the Copilot PC is really a new line of laptops that they have. So we're going to have the Surface Laptop and the Surface Pro, but now in this new Copilot-enabled version where AI is really at the key of all the different applications and interactions with the user. And so this is where the fun really starts. So basically what they're trying to do is bring in as much AI into this laptop as possible, and you'll see it because you'll have a brand new key on your keyboard which actually has the Copilot logo. And furthermore, in the very center of your navigation bar or start bar, I'm not quite sure what it's called in the Windows world, but in the middle of the bottom bar of your user interface, you'll see the Copilot logo, which basically upon tapping or touching it on the keyboard will pop out the whole Copilot interface, and you can start interfacing it with it at all times. So it's basically going to be your AI assistant, which is always there for you and is very useful, as we know, because under the hood is really ChatGPT 4. And then they showed a very compelling demo, in fact my favorite demo of the whole conference, where they showed how the Copilot application works together with what you're doing on your laptop basically. So essentially what you can do is have Copilot overlook what you're doing and get assistance from it. And instead of a boring demo, they actually showed a guy playing Minecraft on his laptop and asking Copilot to help him out. So here goes.
One of our developers, Ryan, simply shared his screen with Copilot while he was playing Minecraft. Now what you're going to see here is two voices. The first will be Ryan, the second will be Copilot. And he's going to be having a natural conversation like he would with a friend while he plays. Let's watch this experience.
Hey Copilot, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing great, and it looks like you're about to dive into some Minecraft. Ready to build, explore, and maybe dodge a few mobs?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to make a sword. My son plays this game all the time, and I have no idea what I'm doing.
No worries. I'm here to help you impress your son. I see you've got a crafting table in front of you, which is a great start. To craft a sword, you'll need some materials. Can you open your inventory? Just press E on your keyboard.
Yeah, do I have what I need?
Let's see. You've got some sticks, perfect for the sword's handle, but it looks like you're missing the material for the blade. You can use wood, stone, iron, gold, or diamond.
All right, let's pause it there for a second. Did you see how Copilot not only could understand that he was in Minecraft, but it could also understand Ryan's request for help and assess the inventory on his screen? Well, it gets better. As Ryan continues, he gets a surprise that Copilot amazingly identified, and it tailored its interaction. Let's watch.
Let's start by gathering some wood or stone. Shall we head out and find some resources?
Yeah, that sounds great. Oh my God, what's that?
Oh no, it's a zombie. Run, you need to get away from it fast. Either sprint away or quickly build a tower of blocks straight up to get out of its reach. If you can find a shelter or dig into the side of a hill, do it now. Just make sure it can't reach you.
All right, I think I might be safe now.
Honestly, I find it quite impressive how quickly it reacts to the changes on the screen. So when you saw him trying to build a new weapon, it knew exactly what's going on, what kind of resources you had. And then when a zombie showed up, it told you what to do, how to run away. Obviously, you probably can play video games with Copilot, but what you'll really be doing is working on some productivity apps or tools or coding or writing emails. And you'll always have Copilot helping you out with each of those tasks, which is going to be very powerful, honestly. And it's similar to what OpenAI showed us last week with their application, which is actually now live on macOS. It's not there yet on Windows. To be fair, it doesn't work on my Mac. I don't know why, but there's some glitch when logging in. So I'll be holding off with a review of that one. But anyways, this looks pretty promising and quite powerful. The next really interesting demo that I liked was the Recall app, which the internet deems a bit creepy. I honestly don't know what to think. Basically what it does, it keeps snapshots of what you're doing on your computer and allows you to access those kind of virtual memories of what you did in the future. So let's assume I was watching a video on YouTube, for instance, and there was a red car, which I really liked. And the next day I kind of wanted to remember what the brand was. I could potentially use the Recall application to figure out what the red car was, because it will find it in my memories that actually I was watching a YouTube video with a red car, and it will bring back that memory and I'll be able to further analyze what it was. To give you a better understanding of what this is, here's a demo that they did about a blue dress that they were looking for.
Now, Grandma decided that she wanted to get the awesome pantsuit that we shared in our Discord chat about 3 weeks ago. Now, scrolling through multiple weeks of chat messages to find that specific dress would have taken an eternity. Instead, with Recall, it was easy. I refined my search using descriptive language. Blue pantsuit with a sequin lace from Abuelita. And as you can see, Recall quickly found the Discord chat my family and I were using to discuss the options. And here it is, the dress that Abuelita liked.
So is it creepy? I'm not sure, but basically it's an AI which is overwatching what you're doing on your laptop, including going in your bank account or watching videos, whatever kind of videos you're watching. And technically they're not sending it to the servers, but in the end of the day, I mean, somebody's always, or actually something, is always watching what you're watching, which, I don't know, doesn't make me fully comfortable, but I see how useful of a feature that is if you're not doing anything private. Next up, the much anticipated presentation of the new laptops. So not much to add here. I'm not too aware of the Microsoft lineup of laptops. They look pretty alright, and they're 58% faster than the MacBook Air, which is kind of an interesting comparison. Why wouldn't they compare it to the MacBook Pro, which is the top of the line laptop from Apple? But effectively it's still about 45% faster than the MacBook Pro M3. So should have just said that in the first place. Back to AI. Well, here's a demonstration of how you can harness artificial intelligence to have a multilingual conversation with people talking in different languages, and how AI is translating everything to you into your native tongue.
En primer lugar, quería informarles que el proyecto ha sido aprobado. Y ahora podemos comenzar con la fase de exploración de materiales, colores y diseño en general. Harry ha estado trabajando en varias ideas y nos va a presentar algunas propuestas hoy. Harry.
我们现在有这几个选项，我最感兴趣的是我手里拿的这2个样品，它不仅非常契合工业设计的审美，而且由可回收材料制成的，非常环保。Даша.
Мне это очень нравится, и я уверена, что нашим клиентам понравится, что сам материал экологичный. Но у меня есть вопрос для тебя, Гарри. В каких цветах доступен этот материал?
是这样的，我们有2个新的颜色 ，Dune 和 Sapphire，它们将为我们的产品注入新的活力。
That's pretty impressive. However, I do think that we'll soon, or relatively soon, see live translations between languages in the audio formats. So basically, you'll be speaking French and I'll be hearing English. And if I'm speaking Chinese, you'll be hearing Japanese. And the last demo I wanted to show you is how you can use creativity combined with AI to draw whatever you basically want to, where we'll see a lady drawing a valley with flowers, and artificial intelligence will be basically drawing what she's trying to design for her, which is quite impressive as well.
Not only taking guidance from my text prompt, but also my ink strokes. So notice how these 2 blue blobs have suddenly become a more refined valley, just like that. So there are 5 different machine learning models running locally in tandem on the NPU to optimize for highest quality output over minimum number of inference steps, making this experience feel truly co-creative, the generated output responding to every single stroke. Now, I actually really like what I have going on here, but I can also play with how much I want to let AI modify my image. You'll notice there's this creativity slider below the text prompt here. The farther I slide to the left, the closer we resemble my original drawing. Sliding it farther to the right allows the AI to play with a little more creativity or freedom. Now, once I've found the perfect balance here, I can actually take this a step further and continue iterating on top of my generated image. So I think a monarch would be the perfect touch here, hovering over this far right flower. It's going to be a big monarch. And just like that, the AI nails it.
And that's basically it. That was the conference. Of course, there were a couple of other announcements where they talked about more of the hardware part of things or the cloud part of things. But obviously, I'm a little bit more concerned about artificial intelligence. So that's why I decided to share the demos I shared today with you. And so to recap, everything is now going to be around Copilot, and it's gonna hopefully automate a lot of the work that we're doing on our laptops, similar to what the ChatGPT application is going to do. So looking forward to testing this out in real time, and I'll see you next time. Take care.